Sharing buyer commission and seller commission with the consumer is a great thing. Hey guys, this is Ryan Poppy with Innovate Real Estate here today to talk about a very hot topic. We're seeing in the news, we're actually seeing big brokerages shy away from NAR. Um, uh, all these different things going on when it comes to disclosing this commission and what does this mean for the consumer and the seller and all this stuff. So there's going to be three camps that come out of this. One that listens and does action. The other agent's going to listen, nod, and not do anything about it. And then the third one isn't going to understand anything that I'm saying. So when it comes to this, think about consumer impact, consumer knowledge, and what they're learning online. I had a discussion yesterday with a potential buyer who was confused as to why HOA pricing wasn't available online. And I explained to him that real estate agents have held these numbers close to the belt simply so they had some sort of value to provide the agent. Well, those days are coming to an end, and we're going to need to find a way to provide value outside of withholding information that they have to raise their hand and ask for it. So here's a few things you can do to create that value. I would say if you're scared, you should be. If you're not scared, that probably means that you're already providing the value to the client, and it's a good time to sharpen that skill set even more. So one is follow through with what you promised to do. It's a simple thing, but a lot of us get too busy and have excuses. But now that consumers are going to have more options, are going to think deeper about who they're working with, you better have a good value proposition. You may want to write down three things that separate you from the competition, or three things that you do better than the competition. The second thing I think is really to consider how the consumer receives a thorough experience, whether that a lot of us have transaction coordinators, but does that really help them, right? So it helps us with paperwork, but what's that value to them? Does that mean that they're going to get a phone call within an hour of having questions? Does that mean that we're going to hold their hand through the title process? There's all sorts of things, but we have to think of it as what's the value to them. The last thing is to approach the issue before your client asks, right? So they're reading this in the news. They're reading about, us hiding commission, us not being honest, which we're a representation of NAR. We need to have this discussion right away when we meet with people. Hey, I'm sure you've heard about this in the news. Let me explain what's really going on. And what the benefit to them is, essentially. This is a long conversation. This is just the start of it. But take a listen and read this, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.